It was an unpredictable, unprecedented time. It was March of 2020 when the governor issued executive order, stay home, stay safe.
This is Governor Ned Lamont. I'm calling to urge you personally, stay safe, stay home.
It was a waiting game. Nobody knew what was gonna really happen and how we should prepare for it. The unknowingness was kind of why everybody was nervous, because we just didn't know.
Many times I'm going home at night, I'm praying that this pandemic will go away.
A lot of folks dealing with isolation, a lot of depression, a lot of anxiety.
Some of the families lost their jobs. Some of the families don't have the proper care for the kids.
Stress on the families multiplied like crazy. No freedom whatsoever. Even going to the grocery store, you are a single mother, you have 2 kids. You cannot bring your children to the store because only one person is allowed.
We have individuals in wheelchairs. We have individuals with seizures. We have individuals with behaviors.
There's a lot of need here. There's always someone coming in asking for help for anything. And it was difficult, it was something new for everyone.
From having this place full of laughter, full of people talking, full of people doing different things, to not having anyone at all, it was very difficult.
Bills are rising. More food is being eaten, more electricity is being used, more hot water is being used. So how does my staff work from home and provide these services to our families?
Our clients come to Catholic Charities because they need some support in some areas. They may need diapers, they may need help with food, they may need help with employment services, education, or even all the way up to our developmental disability services clients who actually need us to provide care and support for them 24 hours a day. Many organizations actually could shut down and send people home. That isn't the case for us because our clients had significant needs before the pandemic and they increased dramatically during that time.
Staff responded immediately. They came up with all kinds of different ideas, suggestions to continue the work that they were hired for.
I remember my coworkers and we sat down one day and we started brainstorming things that we could do to keep them involved, to keep their minds busy, and not to fall apart.
At the beginning, it was scary, but we all came into an agreement that we are here for the families. We are here to help them out, and if I wasn't able to help one family, we had another staff that was able to help the family.
We put everything on hold, and we kind of came together as a team and said, what do they really need now? We contacted all of our families and kind of discussed with them, what is the need right now? Do you need hygiene products? Is it a food need? Is there internet issues? All of those things that we kind of asked to see where we can help.
We had to really draft a lot of things, write procedures. We knew how to care for clients and we knew our mission and our commitment to that. So we had to be very creative during that time.
As we received information, we had to kind of mold the way we still provide the services, one being virtually, which was huge.
We had to quickly figure out how to get laptops for everybody, providing clinical services for our clients with mental health needs so they could be at home safely but still providing the services for our clients.
So we are providing those computers with tons of information, training papers, how to enroll in a mental health services, meeting with the clinicians over the Zoom. And when they see your face, it gives them a comfort.
One of the consistent messages I kept telling clients was that they were not alone and that they had someone that was listening and that could at least provide a sense of connection.
In our school readiness, early childhood programs, we figured out pretty quickly how to read stories over Zoom, and we sent activities and materials home for our students so the parents could have things to do with them.
One of the biggest issues during this time was internet, because now students have to go to school online remotely. So now we come into an issue is, do these parents even have internet access at all? And then can they get it? Can they pay for it? All of those different issues came up. Bigger than the after school program and all the other things that we provided, and more worrying about what do they need to survive at this time.
People were able to secure online jobs. People who had a zero income suddenly during the pandemic even were able to work a little bit and support the family with the income.
It was really stressful in the beginning because we had to basically adapt. The way that we facilitate our food pantry here, we have the actual clients come inside from the front and they exit through the exit doors in the last room. So we kind of had to change it up a little bit. So what we ended up doing, we bagged up 3 bags per family and we basically just opened the doors and just gave them out to the community.
If I knew that there was a need for groceries, I would go out, get the groceries, and I would drop them off at the door. And we used to pack them, put them on the dial ride bus, and I would take them myself.
Clients who come to our offices with different type of challenges and life struggles, those didn't stop because of the pandemic. We knew that we couldn't just stop providing services. That is what we exist for. We had to find a way to overcome those challenges. The staff continued to come to work. And this is the type of people that I have a privilege to work with. And I think they're heroes.
Our staff were going through the same trauma at the same time our clients were. So our staff were dealing with the pandemic themselves. They may have known people in their own lives who had COVID or had some losses, and yet they still showed up to work to care for our clients.
We heard about one of the group homes that had the virus at the time, and staff got scared. But our staff didn't back down. They still go to work. They still attend to the residents. None of our staff ever back down from the work that they're doing.
For me to call them and say, I'm on my way, I am bringing you milk and bread, I am bringing you food, you could hear it in their tone of voice, how appreciated they are.
Just to hear the families say they appreciate the help that we're giving them, they're able to get back on their feet, is a pleasure to me.
I think we pride ourselves on how resilient an agency can become in a time like this, right? Where we can still say we were running the show without stopping and providing those services in a very inclusive way.
My child goes here to the school, Readiness, and it's like we're a big family. I appreciate everyone here.
Whatever it takes, no matter what happens, a pandemic or whatever else might come our way in the future, Catholic Charities has been here for over 100 years. We're going to be here for another 100 years, and whatever comes, I'm confident we'll rise to that occasion.
I'm very grateful to work with my staff and everyone that is making our work possible. That includes our donors, our benefactors. People generously responded to our appeal for help to fund the additional expenses that inevitably became part of our reality when the pandemic came upon us. We have been able to do this for 101 years, and we won't be able to continue without generous support of our donors and benefactors.
During this time, I was blessed. I had my health and I had my job and I had a place for me and my son to live. And these are the things that our families that we work with worry about on a daily basis, even before the pandemic. It just taught me to be grateful about the things that we have and also about what we can do.